welcome to the Duza Bear Digest. I'm Vassy Vermicelli, and this is Puppets in Politics, continuing my sit-down with Conservative Party of Canada leader Erin Otoole, a man facing calls for his replacement from within the Conservative caucus. We now continue that discussion. So to the chase, Mr. Otoole, why did you lose the election?
So Mr. Trudeau broke many health rules in a pandemic election. We were extra cautious. I think we paid a bit of the price for that.
But Liberal candidates were fully vaccinated, while you lot wouldn't even reveal who your carriers were.
We did not politicize vaccines.
No. When you allow candidates to campaign without being vaccinated, and you have MPs who still aren't, then you are absolutely politicizing vaccines by allowing your representatives to reject science. And that is a conservative partisan tactic on both sides of the border.
I look at the difficult situation with healthcare workers. You know, we see shortages, we see burnout. Should we be trying as much as possible to deal with hesitancy without pink slips?
Hold on there, Erin. This pandemic would be completely contained if and only if everyone got vaccinated. Tolerating hesitancy is why we're still dealing with COVID 20 months into this. Enough is enough.
We also think, though, that we have to look at not dividing people on this issue. It is difficult to see places where we're seeing people terminated, where in some cases, I think if we work smart and use all tools we have, we could probably avoid these sort of confrontations with just not politicizing vaccinations.
For a tough-on-crime party to be so soft on a life and death health crisis that has caused the biggest economic crisis since the Great Depression, guts confidence that you people aren't just a bunch of wishy-washy muppets.
When I launched a very comprehensive climate change policy that has a price on carbon but not a carbon tax.
Flip-flop, there's no difference. You see that, right? You ran for leader as a true blue Tory, but throughout the whole election you were bouncing around the spectrum more than Sven Robinson did during Pride Week.
Still as true blue today as I was then.
That statement would be accurate even if you've never actually been a blue Tory, which is what many in your party are now claiming. How do you respond to that?
Our country needs a stronger economy, a prosperous future, an ethical government, and they're not getting that with the Trudeau Liberals.
This coming from a party that had sitting MPs serve jail time for election fraud.
We have job shortages across the country. You know, it's time to end the CERBs.
Yeah, the CERB ended months ago. Or even the final part of it wrapped up 10 days ago.
We really think it's time to wind down the CERB and transition all the national support programs into more targeted sector support.
Which they've been doing for months now. Oh, I get it. You demand something they're already doing so you can take credit for something later you had nothing to do with. Sort of like Republicans voting against Biden's Build Back Better plan, then promoting it to their voters about how good it is for their communities. You've been taking notes from Jagmeet, haven't you? Join me on the next Puppets in Politics for the conclusion of my talk with Conservative Party leader Erin Otoole.
On this day in 1902, the Commercial Pacific Cable Company lays the first Pacific Telegraph cable from San Francisco to Honolulu. Is that why you get lays when you land in Hawaii? It's also Monkey Day, Roast Chestnuts Day, and Bouillabaisse Day. And that's today's Duza Bear Digest. See you tomorrow.